My current electrical and plumbing setup needs to be upgraded. I've been spending most nights in the van getting a taste of what full-time van life will be like. My temporary water solution is a rechargeable water pump attached to a 5-gallon jug that I use for washing dishes and brushing my teeth. I'm using a smaller portable EcoFlow Delta power station now, and that will last me about 1 or 2 days charging a laptop, phone, iPad, a Bluetooth speaker, and a kettle for tea and coffee. I bought the van over 6 months ago and I'm getting impatient because I'm ready to move in full time. It feels like I've been waiting a long time to put this van together. I know van builds can take time, but I figured because I'm doing most of the work myself, it would be quicker. Well, there's good news. It's time. I'm finally getting help installing the much-needed electrical and plumbing. The bad news is I have to pull everything out of my current build and start over, so they have an empty van to work with. Everything except for the subfloor. I'll have to admit, it's a bit depressing having spent all this time building out my van and now I have to pull everything out, but it will be worth it to have adequate power. Months and months of planning and building out this van, and it took only a few hours to pull it out. Fortunately, the floor will stay in. I've enjoyed the time in the van and I'm looking forward to full-time van life. I know what you're thinking. Why didn't you put the electrical in first like you're supposed to? The original quote that I got was for a small power setup, and they were going to work around my build, but I never heard back from them, and I'm going with someone else to do the work. On the upside, I've been able to get a feel for the placement of everything, and I can make a few tweaks. One error I made was with the cabinets and not installing a toe kick, and the doors have trouble opening. And I also don't have enough clearance to put proper floor into the subfloor. Eventually I will put in proper cabinets, but the IKEA ones will have to do for now. While I have the cabinets removed, I'm adding some support to the bottom, and the height will allow me to open the cabinets properly, and once everything is in, I can add flooring. My fear is that I won't be able to put everything back the way I had it. The new electrical setup will take up some space in the garage, and I'll need to readjust some of the rear where the bed is. I'm aiming to get everything done within the next few weeks so I can drive the finished van down to Southern California to spend the holidays with my family. Once the van is empty, then the installers will lay out electrical and will hook up the fans, the fridge, and solar panels. They will also be installing a roof rack and a ladder to get to the top. That should take 2 to 3 days, and then I need to put the van back together again with the cabinets, bed, and all the accessories and my belongings. What doesn't fit into the van will go into storage, and I will be out of my loft and into the van full time, hopefully by the end of the year. The van is empty and ready for electrical installation. I've worked out the layout and placement of the electrical and plumbing for the installers. I'm looking forward to having a much more robust electrical system. Right now for lighting, I'm using rechargeable lights I bought on Amazon, and I'm not going to miss those. Today, Overland Window Installs arrived to do the first stage of the electrical installation. They are putting in 2 roof fans and some upper storage. The installers added some L-track so I can have some added upper storage. This needed to go in before the electrical, so there are no issues drilling into the wiring. I went to IKEA to finalize the cabinets. I've gone without countertops during my test run while I figure out the layout. I picked up one more cabinet where the fridge will go, and it has a little storage on the side. I also picked up a countertop and some knobs for the cabinets. While I was waiting for the electrical to be installed, I cut countertops. During my original trial run, I hadn't installed countertops because I was unsure about the plumbing. I'm still not quite sure, but I'm installing countertops and a sink. I cut the countertops to size for the 2 sides of the van, and then a hole for the sink. This was my first time using a jigsaw and it wasn't pretty, but the sink will cover up my mistakes. With the sink installed, I can figure out how I want to set up the plumbing. Ultimately, I will need a professional to install a gray water tank under the van for the shower pan and sink to drain. I will have fresh and gray water jugs under the sink, and I will attempt to hook up my faucet. This will be a temporary permanent solution to replace my USB powered water pump until I can have a professional installed water solution. I found a scrap piece so I can have a fold-up table. Hopefully, in the next video, we will see the electrical being installed.